Ha ha! You missed my heart. Attaboy.
Oh. Man versus Slurpee. Try not to lose your head over this, and talk about a no-brainer. Get ready to laugh.
Are you ready to laugh?
Because today we are breaking down and reacting to all of the over-the-top medical scenes and electrifying injuries from the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. Let's dive right in.
Smoke.
Oh, come on. That's horrible. Electric chair event. You see like the smoke, burning flesh, burning hair, smells awful. Probably not really good for us to breathe in. If somebody has asthma, it could definitely set you off and go into an asthma attack. So, not good. Dude. The idea, unfortunately, for the electric chair is to stop somebody's heart. Typically, when somebody gets this type of energy, you're basically going to cause somebody to go into either VFib or VTAC.
No. Looks to me like he suffered a lot, Chief.
Oh, geez, Lou. How long are we gonna let me keep drinking this thing?
Whoa, so you're drowning with frozen liquid. Cold exposure could slow responses down, breathing and swallowing. You can't get out of here, thus you start aspirating, thus drowning. Whoa. Oh my gosh, took out Moe's hearts, which was actually quite small.
Oh boy.
And obviously it's pretty hard to do that because it's attached by multiple different vessels and protected by your sternum and rib cage, still beating outside of the heart. Could that actually happen? Maybe a couple beats because there's still electrical pulse due to ion channels that are, still happening.
Show me what you got.
Oh!
Is that the best you can do?
What? An axe to the back. A full axe has a lot of weight to it. It could actually bluntly go through a lot of tissue, even if the blade isn't strong or, say, really, really sharp. It can break bone and get into the lung there. What the? Interesting. Okay, head falls off. In the times when they used the guillotine, they had a theory that there was consciousness still there. There are action potentials that still happen. There's no way to actually study this because you can't just chop people's heads off and study if they have consciousness afterwards. It's inhumane.
Pardon me, coming through. Rest in peace. You're dead. Take a dirt nap. Feed the worm.
Anybody touches, he dies. Now, does that really happen? No, but there are instances of toxic chemical exposures, a combination of gases that people will actually just drop and die. You don't actually want to go in there without making sure that there is no toxic event going on, so hold off going into those areas. How many people out there have ever gotten poked in the eye? It's awful. The cornea, which is the clear bubble over top of the colored part of your eye, it's so specialized and highly innervated, lots of nerves, but very sensitive. Oh.
Can Shark do that? Yes, he was testing out a new blood-based suntan lotion.
That is on the left flank. What's on the left flank over there? Your descending colon, your sigmoid colon, the kidney on the back, your ureters. Could you live if you're able to control the bleeding and sew it up? Yes, you might need a colostomy bag, which is a bag that you would actually poop outside of your body. What? Pulls out heart, stomach, esophagus. The anatomy of the heart looks pretty good. The stomach looks pretty good, but they're not connected.
Hey, you can't have that.
Oh, pulls out the spine. That is a depiction of the vertebral bodies of the spine, not the spinal cord. Oh my gosh.
It's gonna hurt. That's better.
The only time we ever see self-injection through clothes should be with an epinephrine pen, adrenaline, in case you're having an anaphylactic reaction. Most doctors do not carry syringes of medications on their person. Oh, this is like the Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden? Excellent!
The Iron Maiden was a device, besides just being spiked, which typically didn't go all the way through, didn't kill you right away, unbearable for a long period of time. But from a historical standpoint, they're not sure if they were ever actually used. Oh my gosh. Oh, just... Sometimes we have people who are very fluid overloaded from congestive heart failure and they have a lot of fluid in their tissues, and we'll give them a diuretic or a water pill. If you give too much, you can actually get them to diurese, aka get all the fluid off too fast, and their skin will actually shrivel down. What the heck? That's crazy. Putting something in the microwave. What is the microwave doing? Is heating up the liquid water molecules and vibrating them, increasing energy and heat. Things not to put in there, anything that's living, as well as no metal objects. Please don't do that. It can cause fires.
Choreographed high-octane ultra fight.
Oh, in this moment, you all know what I'm gonna say. Don't pull it out. But my company called Life Happens, there is a code. Don't pull it out. 30% off. Definitely check out lifehappens.com for all of your as-needed supplement needs.
I would have taken a bribe.
If it's through a lung, probably causing a hemothorax and a pneumothorax. Typically, when somebody has like a traumatic injury to the lung itself, they're not big holes, but this looks like it could be a big hole. Oh! Bart is taking a knife to the head. Most knives actually will bounce right off because of the skull itself. They'll cause a laceration, bleeding, injury, but going through the skull, which is pretty thick, unlikely. Well, that's definitely not compatible with life.
He's dead, Jim.
We'll see traumas to the head, skulls are fractured, and then we just see brain matter. But a lot of times we continue the resuscitation because we work on A, B, C, D, E, so you don't get past C in a cardiac arrest, and so you're not looking at the fact that you have brain matter all over the place.
Nice try, Bob, but I'm sure you made some stupid mistake.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting.
Harpoon through the chest. You can actually see how Bart is slowly becoming more lethargic. That could be due to the fact of decreased pumping of blood to the appropriate organs, aka the brain. When the heart came out, you'd be like, oh, shouldn't he die right away? I literally had people have heart attacks, heart stop, and they're still talking to me. Literally 2 or 3 seconds later, they pass out. But you do have a slight delay, very slight, but it could happen. So worst case scenario, you fall and have a cervical fracture. Could that kill you right away? If it's a high cervical fracture injuring your brainstem, it could affect your breathing apparatus and the information going to your heart. Outside of that, unless it severed your head off, you probably end up to the emergency department. Just pop a hole in it. That's why there's always these warnings in all these bags to not put over your head because it could increase the risk of hypoxia and asphyxiation. We'll see people more in the sense of getting choked, and so we'll have to do different imaging relating to the neck.
Look at that neck!
You missed my heart. Attaboy.
Oh! The intestines are not so free-flowing like that. They're covered by omentum. You have the liver that's in the right upper quadrant, and then you have part of the stomach. You have all those small intestines, but they're attached by mesentery.
You even taste disappointing.
Half of that taste is you.
Whoa! Loss of limb. Everybody out there who watches this channel, you guys know if your limb is removed accidentally, you need to use a tourniquet. Get that blood under control. Get to the operating room.
Joke!
Oh my gosh, the choke cam, that's not funny at all. Universal sign of somebody choking is what Homer is doing. Nobody's helping. What would you do? Ask the person, are you choking? They will be able to shake their head yes or no. And then you would engage in saying, hey, I'm going to do the Heimlich maneuver. There was a lot of injuries in this one, but quite entertaining. And obviously it is the Simpsons, so it's always a lot of fun. So if you guys found this quite interesting and fun, let me know and binge watch this playlist right here. And as always, please make sure that you subscribe, turn your bell notifications on, and hit that like button for me. Thank you so much for watching, and stay healthy, my friends.